Okay, I think this thing is on. Hey you everybody, I'm Braxton Wise. This is Third Coffee Studio. We're gonna keep doing what we're doing, as I often do. Let me check my stuff real quick. Make sure everything's together. Alright, there we go. Frog is talking. It's all good. Okay, where are we at? Oh, I need my references. Alright, where are we at? That one, and actually I don't think I need another one. I just need that one. Okay. Let's see. Should I do a bow on the package? Yes. It's small. But there needs to be a bow on it. We'll leave it on the same layer and we'll go with that. Like a pink bow, maybe? And it'll naturally darken that. I think that needs to have like a shadow on it too. Whoops. Patch that up. Make that a little smaller. Yeah, it's better. Let's grab like a really dark bit of that. What brush size are we on? 2? Really? How do I manage that? Oh, that's better. Okay. Let's center this up a little bit better. Which I did not do at all. Right. Let's see, what does the bow look like? Well, I don't know if I want to do a bow. Those things are difficult. Let's see if we do. I don't really do a lot of bows. Let's see, how's that go? If we do this, and we'll drop down a little darker and just try to draw that shape in there. Go darker. Which way does that go? Let's try and fake that out a little bit. Yeah, now I have like a feel for the shape, so it'll get a little bit better here. Do I have that pressure opacity on? Good. And we'll do a little bit of highlight. change shadow. No, it wouldn't come all the way over there. Okay. Package done. Mostly. I'll make that a little darker. Okay, now it's done. And he seems fine up here. I can define this better. Yeah, how's that for a highlight? Is this brush too soft? No? It's just the opposite. It's fine, it's just me. And let's move this, like round this out a little bit more. And we'll grab this. Okay, that's not working out the way I want it to. It's fine. More dark. Darker, darker. A little darker. Yeah. Need to do a little more with the wrinkles though. Alright, we'll do a little bit of highlights. Darker. Yeah. I'm good with that. Let's go down here. Can't really do a shadow on this one. We can try. It's gonna be kind of subtle. Just to show that it's kind of going through the loop. It's hard to get these things overlap sometimes. That's on the monitor. Okay, we're fine. All right. We're getting there. A little darker. There. It goes back a bit far. All right, better. Check out a little more. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, he's almost there. Ooh. Let's see. I still don't know what I'm going to do about the legs. It might just leave it with one leg visible. And have the other one over there somewhere off in the other realm. Let's turn this off so I can see better what I'm really doing here. Oh, that's helpful. Like, that comes around this way. There we go. Trying to imagine frog butt. Make this more solid. Not that big. No, don't do that. Yeah, maybe like that. And then I'll repair this. Make sure we get it from a good solid spot. Hey, woo woo. Welcome in. I'm doing okay. Hey, Hemdall. We're making progress. He's almost done. Working our way down. Oh, that shouldn't be there. Neither should that. Something like this. I'm not having a good time with this chair. Shaba, hey Shaba Shena, hello. Hello. How is the Braxton Tiberius Wise enigmatic painter extraordinaire this afternoon? I'm doing okay. Mr. Player, welcome in. No, it does not have massage function. It's not a massage chair. You guys ended earlier than I expected yesterday. I was kind of AFK when you ended. Did anything go wrong during the stream? Just out of curiosity. Would you have an Evid? It's Braxton. Ended a bit abruptly. Apparently, Solo had prior engagements. It was not foretold. Okay, yeah, I didn't. I always like being able to at least stop in and say goodbye when you guys are ending. I don't always have it. You know, I'm not always listening, but I always have it up. So I was like, hey, wait a minute, that just ended suddenly. I think I missed something important. What's up, Yadsec? Stan's got some cool boots. He got like pirate boots. Anyone ever notice that? He got them like fold over at the top pirate boots. Just needs to go this way. There. Why is this not solid black? My color got corrupted. I have to make myself go to the store today. Also, I need to go get gas. Which, I mean, I have like a quarter of a tank, but that's probably enough to go for another month. But I want to make sure I have gas in it. It's new to me, so I want to make sure I've got a handle on that. You never know if the gauges are right. Hey, Weezy. That was Weezy got first. Oof. Does it come up over this way? Yeah, kind of like trapped. Like that. I'm getting there. Gotta go play in the snow. That I hate snow. Hey, Strider, welcome in. I did make some of the words a little bigger up here, but I'm sorry, it's not easy to make them readable. Later on, I'll move this out of the way, and I can push that more to the corner, and maybe eventually I'll figure out how to do to integrate the chats. Okay. Let's go. Maybe like that. Still not liking that. Let's make that darker. Here. Well, these shadows could be better. Which we are not going to make them better today. Oh yeah, and that's definitely going to have to be reworked. That's not real good. We can do better. I have so much glare on my monitor right now. Let's see, how's that? Mr. Frog, welcome in. Well, my monitor's not glaring at me, it's just, there's glare. That's all. How you doing today, Mr. Frog? We are closing in on Santa here. I see the heel, and then this middle part. Call me super cool guy. What you change your name to Mr. Frog? But okay. Okay, there we go. Oof, don't do that. Like this. Just there's already so much brown on the floor here, it's kind of hard to... There. There, it doesn't have to be perfect. Let's do your mind. Okay. Well, thank you for hanging out. I hope you have a really good weekend. Hope you had a good birthday. And as always, it's good to see you. Let's see. That doesn't look right. Put the shine on there a little bit, maybe that'll help. Okay. That's a boot if I ever saw one. Okay, let's work on the frog kids. Okay, the sketch is basically unchanged. Well, what I'm doing is basically unchanged from the sketch go, so it's fine. I'll figure out this chair later. Gonna have his hand right up here against this. There. Ah, man, I am still not out of the woods yet. Got my new car. Not brand new, but I have a newer car. Still have to deal with getting rid of the old one. Oh, I still have to deal with my sewing machine. Which I just bought a sewing machine recently and it's broken already. So it's still under warranty. But the problem was that I didn't have good enough brakes in my van to do a whole bunch of driving back and forth to deal with getting my machine serviced. So then this whole saga with the brakes began. And I'm now just getting back to where I was trying to be before. Basically. Which is back to the whole you know, figure out how to get my machine fixed so I can get back to sewing. Can't make money if I can't sew. Permissibles peaking FKKATX. Okay. How far down does his arm go? How far do I have it? Yeah, it's just a sketch though. My sketches don't mean anything. I mean, these are just blobs anyway. Let's see. Let's make this, yeah, let's get that. Start to trim them down a little bit and try to move that over. So he looks like he's standing. He's kind of leaning back a little too much. Also, are you streaming today, Heimdall? Seeing as the other stream was a bit short. Or short for you. At least. I was thinking about it, okay. Okay. Get some shapes down here. Should I be a little further over? Should I do that and then move him over? No. Yeah, that's better. Do I have that off? Yes, I do. Trying to make the hands look like they're together, which I'll deal with that later. Just want to get them as close as I can at the moment. See, this one is forward, so we see the back of knuckles, and then this one is open, so you see the palm here, the corner, and the face of the corner of the palm and the face of the thumb is what I'm thinking. And this will curl down, I guess, over his. Right, and we wouldn't see a thumb on this one. Of course, I could be completely wrong. You know, humanized frog anatomy is a tricky subject. Oh, here's turn that off. Almost there. There, we're getting there. They were hiding behind the chair, you see. We'll mess with these eyes later. Now the eyes are wonky, but that's fine. Yeah, I moved him a little bit. Well, I keep going back to that color. I don't want that color. Yeah, we're getting there. What should I do with him, with the little one? We could do like a little stuffed animal. What do we do here? Let's do oh, let's do like a stuffed human doll instead. No. 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 Also no. No. How's that? See? It'd be kind of wonky, right? Because it's being held by one arm and everything just sort of dropped this way. Of course, the head would probably also sag in this direction, but it'd be hard to make that read. I think we're making progress. Yeah, that's a little better. Oh, I just sliced through that. I did not want to do that. That chair is just going to give me problems the whole time. Oh yeah, lots of problems. Hopefully that fakes it out enough to where I will stop obsessing. Okay, still freaking me out. Just pay attention. Just don't pay attention to the chair feet. That's all. That's all I ask. Just ignore them like they're not even there. Does he need another leg? I feel like his side view is kind of passable. Oh, darn it. Of course, you're on the wrong layer. What is that? What's up, Dizzy? Welcome in. This is what we're working on right now. This was part of the overlay that you're looking at, the overlay right now with the Christmas tree over here and the Santa frog and stuff on the left with the reindeer frogs and all that. So that was part of the month's project. Now we're working on the middle part, which this will all be like one thing later on. When we start the stream, then this will fade out and then we'll have our drawing window in the middle. Santa frog is right. That's our current project. It's gonna get a little darker. So we need a little bit more highlight. Or some. I didn't have any at all. It's not much of a highlight though, is it? Also, this is a little too much. Well, we'll mess with it later. I'm just trying to get them sketched in before we end for the day. Or for the week, I guess. Let's see. Is that green? No. Just weirdly it looks green. Just turn that off. Make my life easier. Man, I think they messed up the task manager again. They're supposed to fix that. We're definitely faking out these feet. We're not going to draw any toes or anything on these.
That's good. Like that. Like that.
Candygram, what is up? Welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. I am Braxton Wise. This is Third Coffee Studio. Hope everyone's having a really good day. I'm drawing Santa Frog being secretly watched by frog children. Welcome in. What's up, Candy? How you doing today? Drunkest Jesus, welcome. Yeah, I draw a lot of frogs. In fact, the overlay here too, I did. You know, where the, like the talking Santa over here on the left, and the tree over here, and that's one that we just finished working on for the December project. Winter project? I guess they're just winter projects. So they're kind of sneaking up, they're not supposed to be up, right? But Santa is putting presents under the tree and they're kind of sneaking in and watching. He can't see them, right? Caught some frogs last night in Palia, so this is perf vibes to continue our Sunday. Nice. Oh, this is messed up. There, a little better. Oh, the frog reindeer. Oh, yeah. I can't see them actually. There, they're right about here. That's Frogdolph. And I don't know if you saw the purple rains. I don't know. Maybe you just want to point over to the purple rains on the sleigh. Frogdolph, yes. That's what I named him. Well, that was the intention. Yes, they're rains, like, yeah. I think that was that 100's suggestion to make them purple rains? Or may have been someone else. Oh, I'm quite old. How old was I? Purple Rain came out in 81? No, that was Back to the Future, right? When does Purple Rain come out? 84? went silly or dumb, you can bet it was for me. I was in 5th grade. Like 10. Yeah, I was 10 years old. Yeah, so that would have been 84. So 1984, I was in 5th grade. We were talking about this movie that we had just seen. And I became a Prince fan, like right there. This will all get done up. Right, like we'll get in here and we'll start. I'll figure this out. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Here's there, background. So eventually, I don't know what's gonna be in here. Oof. That's not supposed to be there. There. How far back does that go? Like as long as I'm back here messing with this thing, I'll have to kind of figure out what this is gonna look like, since I didn't really have much of a plan. Eventually it'll look like something, I think. You know, like grab some of this. Oh, this is really off. So how's that gonna go? Let's make the shapes for this while we're here. This, is it gonna be sideways, like flat out sideways, like, or is it gonna be at an angle? So we could do it like this, which looks horrible already. I understand. Gotta look. Okay, no problem. Thank you again for the raid. Okay, so this is gonna come across. Like that. It's just weird to have it going like that. How's the room going? So this is going this way. Is this gonna go straight across? It would be less complicated if I did. Because I could just go, let's see, from here. That's about where that ends. We could just go straight across. And then how would that be if we just come straight forward? I don't think that's a good idea, though. Yeah, I think this would be a bad idea. Because it's already wonky. And trying to show it from back here, like straight on, is going to be difficult. See, I'm already having to straighten everything out. keep going for the eraser. And maybe it's fine. Maybe it will be fine. So does that feel weird? At all? Because the chair is going this way, kind of ish this way, but because I've got this going this way too. Hopefully I didn't do anything on the wrong layer. No, I didn't. Good. Okay, so if we go front and back going perfectly sideways and then right and left going this direction. It's not accurate like it should be or like it would be in real life, but I think it'll be okay. I just don't want to commit to this. Whoa. I just don't want to commit to this and then change it later. And I probably will still end up doing that. I will still end up doing that. There. Let's see. Brax, I made you a snow frog, but I had no gloves, so my hands froze. Also, no photo because hands froze. You made a snow frog? That sounds awesome. Maybe we should still have like a little thing here. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we, okay, that's what we'll do. We're conceptualizing right now. Or whatever you call it. Oh, wait. Okay, we'll do this side. That's too much. That is very brown. It's a very brown gray. Should be like that. Let's go a little darker with that. Okay. Maybe like that. Something like that. I'm sorry he's missed a snow frog, though. How's that go? I don't really know what I want to do with this part. I have another reference, but I don't know if I want it to be like that. Maybe it comes out that way. It's no chimney is shaped this way, Braxton. Well, I don't know. Maybe mine is. You don't know me. Well, I kind of do, actually. That doesn't work. That doesn't work over here. You can't fool us. We invented that. You can't fool us here. This will all get softened up later on. When I figure out what I'm doing, I'll let you know. I want it to overhang. Yeah. See, can you all see that? Probably not. This thing keeps popping in and out. It keeps doing this, keeps opening and closing itself. They of course ruined the task manager yet again. It was supposed to have been fixed in the Windows 11 update. They did not, so it's never going to get fixed, basically. That was our answer to the question, are you going to fix this? No. So Windows 11 permanently messed up.
24601 asked me, is Windows 11 haunted? Well, I haven't run into any ghosts in Bikini Bottom, but some folks do say computers can get a little spooky sometimes. Maybe it's just those tricky tech gremlins causing mischief. Or maybe it's just new updates playing peekaboo with your settings. Either way, let's keep our jellyfish nets ready just in case.
Yeah. With your settings, like Garrett's settings are all screwed up every time there's a an update. Also, what's up, Garrett? Welcome in. Windows 11 is just a mess, hence me looking at Linux. Well, Windows 11 itself is pretty much okay. I like the tabbed windows and stuff. The tabbed, you know, System Explorer, File Explorer windows. I love that. Love those tabbed windows, but everything else is just same old Windows BS. Or Microsoft BS. And yes, I'm also looking at Linux. Not for my main PC. I have a laptop that I used to use for backup, but it's not really good enough to be a backup these days now. So I bought a new laptop. It's not brand new. I bought another one, a refurb that can actually keep up with the things I needed to do. So now that one has become my backup, and the old laptop is well, I'm using it for things like here, using it as you know, to control my dashboard and stuff on the stream, and that kind of thing. And I'm going to try installing Linux on that, and that's going to be my experiment for Linux. And then I'm going to install it on the old PC, the old desktop that I then put into the summer room for summers when I hang out down there, so I don't have to turn on the AC. And if that one goes well, who knows? I might do a dual boot. Because I still need to have some Windows somewhere. But you know, just for emergencies, because Linux, you know. But more and more people are going to be adopting Linux, and I made this statement in my Discord a while back that really the developers of the Linux OS really do need to work on making things less gatekeepy. Like, deliberately encourage adoption instead of deliberately discourage adoption. That'd be so wonderful. It'd be great if they did that. They literally have the power to change everything. They could wipe that smirk off of Microsoft's face. If they would just basically get together and make something more user-friendly. They'd have it. Your sound settings, yeah, that happens to Garrett. On mine does that on occasion. Sometimes my OBS will be messed up or something. Not every time though. So I'm not sure exactly which thing it is causing it. Your Windows 11 audio settings stop changing every update. Wait a minute. Okay, so what was the new one? Is it the recently forced was forced on 11? Oh, I see. I had this horrible green tint on black color, struggling. Wait a minute. It's mine doesn't do that. Is a green tint on black colors? There is something seriously wrong with your stuff, because I don't know if that's a... Do other people have that problem? Because I don't seem to have that on mine. Or if I do, I guess I don't notice it. This is all new stuff. Wow. That's crazy. You really don't have good luck with this stuff. Of course, I don't fare much better. I do avoid some of the major problems, but... Okay, how far do I want to go with this? Now this needs to be at the front, and then this needs to be in the back. We'll figure out something here with logs. Grab some yellow, which I did not grab the right yellow. We'll work on that fire. Don't anybody think that, I know I say this all the time, but don't think that this is how it's all gonna look later on. It's eventually I'll make it better. We're just sort of scribbling ideas for the moment. This needs to be further back. And also, we can do like a thing. You know, we can do like a grate in front of it. Like a, you know, like they have little glass doors or that kind of thing. Okay, let's see. Color management settings can be tricky to wrangle. use HDR, and 11 apparently is shipped with HDR. Okay. So then it's the stuff that you're using, and Windows 11 is terrible at mixing with the stuff that you normally use. Since the display and Windows and the GPU software plus others have their own color management. Yes. There we go. Here, let's there, put this a little bit more into the back. Of course. I was on the wrong layer. I do that often. Okay. I'm really liking this. I like the idea of the little human doll, too. It feels very empty. I understand. But remember that all this stuff that you see around here on the edges of my screen are supposed to be added to this. So this is like this. Oh, Heimdall, did you see the Dala? I don't know, maybe he's not here now. I was telling him about the Dala. I did put it in there. Frog tear. Did you see? Okay, hold on. I put a little Dala in there. Hold on. Same right here. He's small, but he's sitting on a gift right there. I couldn't do a lot of detail because he runs out of pixels. When we get real close, he gets real pixelated. Yeah. Dala Hest. I don't know when I used that one from. I looked up something. Something, which is what gave me these little colors, those sort of flowery things. And we have a hoverboard, of course. Oh, Dala is where it's made in. Okay. Hamdallah. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I think it turned out well. It reads. It's hard to see because everything else, there's so much going on. Where is the rest of our stuff? There he is. There. I just wanted to show everything before we end for the day. I want everyone to see how it's gonna look. Of course, you can still see my other stuff cluttering it up. But this is how it's gonna go. That's why all this looks empty without it, because it's supposed to include all of this, like all the pieces that go into making the overlay. If this is like a starting screen or an idle screen, so when the stream starts, the overlay part up here stays, but this middle part fades out and we do the stream, and then that fades back in and we say "Aya." Right? Also, we have a little super cool guy up here with his frog on the top of the tree. Bucket of KFC. This keeps reminding me of like Aqua Teen Hunger Force for some reason. Okay, let's do a save. Heimdalla horse I've not seen yet, but who knows? Heimdalla? What? Heimdalla Hest? The Lama Dalla? Or Dalai Lama? Lama Dali? Dalai Lama? Dala Lami? I don't know, I was trying to make that work and it didn't. It just fell on its face. Try not to make Swedish jokes in the future, Braxton. It's just embarrassing. Okay. Salami. I like that one. I like that one. Okay. I want everyone to have a really great week. I'm gonna be doing my thing, and you all will do your thing, and I will be back a couple of weeks, you know, and then we have the beginning of the year, the whole deal, right? Thank you everyone for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you, and I'll be back this Friday.